Hello once again in day number 110. 110. My name is Mary, and today's story is the death of Saul. While David was chasing the robbers in the south, the Philistines were gathering a great army to fight Saul. King Saul was old and weakened by disease and trouble. Samuel had died many years before. David was no longer by his side, and Saul had killed the priests. Saul was utterly alone and didn't know what to do when he saw the mighty army of the Philistines. The Lord had left Saul and would give him no advice at all. Saul heard that there was a woman nearby who could call up the spirits of the dead. Whether she could really do this or not, we do not know, for the Bible doesn't say. But Saul was so anxious to have some message from the Lord that he went to this woman. He took off his kingly robes and came dressed as a common man, and said to her, "Bring me the spirit of a man I greatly long to meet." "What spirit shall I call up?" she asked. "Bring me the spirit of Samuel, the prophet." The Lord allowed the spirit of Samuel to rise up from the dead to speak to King Saul. Out of the darkness came a voice saying, "Why have you troubled me and called me out of my rest?" Saul answered, "Samuel, I am in great distress, for the Philistines make war on me, and God has forsaken me. I have called you to tell me what to do." The spirit of Samuel said to Saul, "If the Lord has forsaken you and has become your enemy, why do you call on me to help you? Because you would not obey the Lord. He has taken the kingdom away from you and has given it to David. The Lord will give Israel to the Philistines, and tomorrow you and your 3 sons shall be as I am among the dead." On the next day, a great battle was fought on the side of Mount Gilboa. Many of the men of Israel were slain in the fight, and many more fled away. Saul's 3 sons were killed, including the brave and noble Jonathan. When Saul saw that the battle had gone against him, his sons were slain, and the enemy was close to him, he called to his armor bearer and said, "Draw your sword and kill me. It would be better to die by your hand than for the Philistines to slaughter me." But the armor bearer would not draw his sword on the king, the Lord's anointed. So Saul took his own sword and killed himself. Saul had reigned for 40 years. At the beginning of his reign, the Israelites were almost free from the Philistines, and for a time Saul seemed to have success in driving the Philistines out of the land. But after Saul left the Lord and refused to listen to Samuel, God's prophet, he became gloomy and full of fear, and the land fell under the power of its enemies. David could have helped him, but he had driven David away, and there was no other strong man to stand by Saul and win victories for him. When Saul fell in battle, the Philistines oppressed Israel more than ever before. And that was the word of the Lord. Thank you for being there. Now I will share with you the discussion questions. Number 1, why did Saul feel so alone? Why did Saul feel so alone? Number 2, when the Lord would not answer Saul, who did he go to? Who did he want to talk to? Number 2 has 2 parts. The first part, when the Lord would not answer Saul, who did he go to? The second part, who did he want to talk to? Number 3, what lesson did Saul never seem to learn? What lesson did Saul never seem to learn? Number 4, what happened to Saul and his sons? What happened to Saul and his sons? Number 5, why were the Philistines so powerful by the time Saul died? Why were the Philistines so powerful by the time Saul died? And we come to the end of our questions and stories for now. So I leave you in God's hand, and may God bless us all. See you soon again. Bye for now.